So last night, I was watching the Los Angeles Lakers play the Pelicans, and I thought out of all the games that they're going to be playing while being without not only AD but also LeBron James, which, by the way, they've been without AD since Valentine's Day. That's how long they have been without AD. And the news, as far as him returning to the court, he's not going to return to the court anytime soon. And this is their first game without LeBron James. And, you know, it was very competitive in the first half. The first quarter. And, you know, the first quarter of any NBA game, regular season NBA game, you know, both teams are filling each other out. And I felt like that's one of the reasons why it was sort of competitive. But, you know, after that, it was just, basically Pelicans all the way. There were some stretches in that game where, you know, the Lakers, without no AD, without LeBron James, kind of made it sort of competitive. But without their two best superstars, they did the best that they can do, okay? And let's just be fair and let's be 100% honest. Let's keep it a straight buck, okay? If you take Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, as well as James Harden off the Brooklyn Nets, you know, the Brooklyn Nets would struggle, okay, with the Knicks, all right? And the Pelicans, to me, have more and better talent than the New York Knickerbockers. But that's neither here nor there. That's not why I'm making this video. If you take your core best players off of a team, it's going to be difficult for any ball club to win games. And I made a video yesterday telling you guys that the Los Angeles Lakers are going to be in a tough stretch of these next upcoming games, okay? They play the Clippers, they play the Milwaukee Bucks. There's no room for, well, we can just lose this one and we'll be all right? There's a possibility where the Los Angeles Lakers, I think they're third in the West. There's a possibility where, you know, if they continue this losing streak, they could possibly be out of the playoffs or in a play-in tournament. Okay, that's the best case scenario, a play-in tournament. Worst case scenario, they can be out of the playoffs. All right, and when you're talking about AD and LeBron, even if AD is somewhat healthy, they're not going to rush him back on the court anytime soon. And if I was the Los Angeles Lakers organization, particularly their training staff, you want to take your time with AD, all right? And with LeBron James, I'm pretty sure the coaching staff has been, this has been in the plan of shutting LeBron James down and getting ready for the postseason. But LeBron James want to chase these individual stats. And LeBron James got a decision, okay? Do you want to chase down these meaningless individual stats, or do you want to win a title? Okay, yes, you can do both, but at his age, he's going to have to pick what's important to him. And I'm pretty sure LeBron James is going to always pick winning titles over stats. It's the Lakers are put in a position where they desperately need another star. And they've been talking about a third star on that lineup since they got AD. Okay, they was in talks of trying to get Kawhi. Kawhi chose the Clippers instead of the Lakers. All right. Bradley Beal. They've been in the Bradley Beal trade, trying to get Bradley Beal up and out of the Wizards. They've been in talks and discussions with a lot of NBA stars, but they don't have the pieces that other teams would want. like I said earlier in the video that I made a few hours ago, well, yesterday, there's talks of them exploring maybe trading away Montrezl Harrell. What is Montrezl Harrell demand? What is Montrezl Harrell market out there? How many teams really want Montrezl Harrell? When he was a free agent, the only team that was going to sign him to some big time money was the Charlotte Hornets. And there's a talk in a discussion that there's a possibility of Montrezl Harrell being traded to the Hornets, which is kind of ironic. He could have just went to the Hornets and he would have made more money with the Hornets, but he chose the Lakers to chase a title. All right. And now the very same club that he chose to try to chase a title is the same club that's maybe trading him to the Charlotte Hornets. And like I told you guys in NBA free agency, I thought people were saying that that's the best signing of that period and gave the Lakers an A+. Look, Montrezl Harrell fell to their laps. That was not really hard for them to recruit. It wasn't really hard for them to recruit Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell wants to prove to Steve Ballmer and the Los Angeles Clippers that they made a mistake. They clearly didn't. Even though they could have signed him and he would have been under the bird rights rules, you don't want to reward somebody that's digressing. He's not getting better. He's getting worse. He's sticking to the stuff that makes him good, but he doesn't want to advance his repertoire to do other things. And that's basically what you're implying, and that's basically what you're doing. You're going to reward a player that's not getting better, all right, at the things that he's weak on, which is staying in front of his man on defense and trying to create some type of perimeter game. Now, I feel like he may be the odd man out because there was a little tension in the locker room I believe with the Phoenix game. He's upset and complaining to his teammates to tell them to play better defense, which, yeah, technically they should have played, but you're the wrong person to be talking about it because you're not good on defense, okay? So it's kind of hard for you to critique someone in doing better when you're worse at the thing you're trying to critique them about, which is his defense. He simply just can't stand for. And I feel, and I gave you guys my reasons why. Montrezl Harrell is only, now they could trade Dennis Schroeder, and but Dennis Schroeder wants a $100 million contract. I don't think he's worth that type of money. And there's a possibility of the Lakers may be trading him also, not because of getting other assets, but they may be trading him because they just don't want to pay that type of money to him. They could literally just let him walk and let him go into the open market and see if he can get $100 million. And if he can't get $100 million, he can always go back to the Lakers. But to me, I feel like those are the two players you need to be watching out for, folks. Montrezl Harrell or Dennis Schroeder. Either one of them. I don't think both of them, but either one of them are maybe a trade a piece to get them other assets. Now, are they going to get a superstar by trading one or the other or both? I don't think so. I don't think there's teams that are clamoring. I don't think there's a huge market for those teams. So, for those players, I'm sorry. So, I don't see it getting any better for the Los Angeles Lakers anytime soon. I'm done with this video. I want to apologize for the noise in the background. I should have said that earlier in the video. I'm heading to work. It's your boy. I'm up out of here. Deuces, guys. Deuces.